Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into the Harbor Freight website and checking out some of the new tools that they've recently released. So I like to do these videos once to twice a month, just, give it enough time for them to release a decent amount of products. So when you go to the Harbor Freight website, you check out the new tools section. At the top, it's going to be the newest or most recently released tools. And then the further you go down, the older it gets. And we'll start at the top and we'll go to where we started the previous video that I did a few weeks back. So first up, we have the Central Machinery 6-inch grinding wheel dressers. So this is basically going to repair some grinding wheels. This is $3.99, so pretty cheap. It's not something that I've ever used. If you guys have used something like this, please let me know your guys' thoughts and how well or not well these items work. Next up, they've released 3 new Predator pressure washers. These are all gas operated. The smallest one being 2,650 PSI at 2.4 gallons per minute, 5.6 horsepower. The next one up is a 3,200 PSI, 2.8 gallon per minute, 6.8 horsepower. So you get a little bit more PSI there, a little bit more gallon per minute. And then they have their big boy over here at 4,400 PSI, 4.2 gallon per minute. So this thing will actually move some decent water, and 13 horsepower commercial duty pressure washer. That one's that's a bigger unit, and that comes in at 900, starting at 350. I mean, that's not a bad option. 350, 400, and 900. Now, if you're just getting into maybe a pressure washing business, maybe the Predator one isn't a bad option. I know my buddy ran a Predator when he first started out his pressure washing business, and obviously he upgraded to much nicer, more expensive equipment eventually, but he started out with something like this and really enjoyed it for the time that he had it. So not bad there. Moving down, we have the Hercules 12 volt. There are a few reviews out on YouTube already on these brushless, cordless angle die grinders. And this is going to be pretty popular, especially at the $60 price range if you're one that runs Hercules. Hercules is like Harbor Freight's top of the line cordless brand. Bauer falls right underneath that. I think they consider Hercules like their commercial pro grade. Bauer is more like your homeowner DIYer grade is what they want to call it. And I don't think this is a bad option at all. Now, am I going to get, if I need a die grinder? No, I wouldn't, just because I like to stick to the brands I own. I don't like to buy multiple brands and have multiple different chargers and multiple different batteries to worry about. But if you're one that doesn't really care and you just have a ton of different brands, you just buy whatever you can find the best deal on, I don't think this is a bad option at all. Or if you already run the Hercules lineup, this is a nice little addition. Overall, it looks like a pretty nice design, pretty slim profile. As far as some of the information, once again, 12 volt lineup, 1/4 inch right angle die grinder, high performance brushless motor, delivers up to 25,000 RPM to grind, sand, polish, or machine the toughest materials. It does have the variable speed paddle, 4-mode selector switch to matches speed to application, which is pretty nice. That's a nice feature. Compact lightweight size, rubber overmold, LED light. So the 20 volt and 12 volt carry the 5-year limited warranty on the brushless tools, and then a 3-year limited warranty on the batteries and chargers. Honestly, for $60, I don't think that's a bad deal at all. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Here they've released the Predator 100 watt super light foldable solar panel, which is really nice to see that they've released this not too long after their power stations. They have the 350 watt and the 2000 watt, I believe. I've mentioned those in the previous couple Harbor Freight videos, which I think they're doing a really good job with it. As far as the features available on those 2 power stations, the pricing that they fall in, I think they're doing a good job with that, and it's nice that they do have a solar panel available for it now. I do like that this solar panel is folding, very easy to transport, so it's not like a permanent one. They tend to be a little bit heavier, a little bit harder to move around. This is nice. You can permanently mount it if you wanted to put it up on top of your vehicle or outside if you're using it for your house, whatever it may be. But it's nice that if you're using this for camping, like I would be, I can easily fold it up, throw it in the bed of my truck. It doesn't take up any space hardly. It's nice, lightweight. It's just easy to get in and out of the truck and keep that power station charged up. There you can see the little kick out feet. Just use some straps to keep it from folding over completely. So a little bit cheaper design here, but I mean, it's going to work just fine. It's a solar panel, so it, as long as you take care of it, it should hold up just fine. Furnace just kicked on. Super lightweight, it comes in at 10.75 pounds. IP65 rated against water and dust. Easily connects to the Predator power stations. Okay, so here we do see what they will be releasing. So they've already released the 350 watt, which is kind of your smaller power station, good for tablets, phones, laptops, things like that. And then they've also released their bigger one at 2000 watts. And then coming soon, they will have their 600 watt and 1200 watt. I think that's a great lineup. Some of these do have limitations on how much solar the power station can actually run. This one's, states that it can handle up to 400 watts of solar and will charge it in 4.2 to 8.4 hours, depending on the amount of power your solar panel is bringing in. And so it is nice that they show that. Compatible with most portable power station brands that use the MC4 and 7909 or the 8mm connector. There's just a little bit of information on it, but I do like that they've released this not too long after they've released a couple of their newer power stations. Next up, we have the folding side tray. This is for the 5-drawer service cart, and basically nothing new about it, just adding more of the color options. They now have it available in the slate gray, and so they just need to come out with the purple color, which should be coming soon. And I think that's a great, it's a very simplistic design, but it works well. It's compact and just a nice little feature to have on the side of your tool cart for $17. And this can be outfitted to work in multiple different situations, not just on the side of a 5-drawer service cart like it's intended, but it can be, useful for other purposes as well. A couple of Hercules tools here, cutout saw for oscillating multi-tool for electrical box, and recessed lighting or sanding belts. Here they have the Doyle magnetizer or demagnetizer. This is just like mine from Klein. I think I paid just under $10 for my Klein one, and it's not, I don't think it's made in the USA. I think it's assembled in the USA, so it's, probably the same parts as these, or coming from the same place, but assembled here in the USA. This one isn't, but, as long as the magnet works, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be able to magnetize and demagnetize your tools, so this can be a really handy tool to have. And very affordable at $5. I don't think that's bad at all. Yeah, here they actually have the Klein Tools Mag 2, which is what I have, at $10. And so if you want to magnetize your screwdriver, you just simply pass it through the top hole a few times. You can test it on whatever you want. And then to demagnetize it, you do the same process through the bottom holes. They have a couple smaller options here in case you're working with like precision screwdrivers or anything like that. Wow, they got Harbor Freight 55-pound 19-gallon extra large bag for 69 cents. Then they have the Predator extension cords for the generators, $50. It's just basically going to be different ends on these extension cords. There you can see the end on this one, and then for this one you can see the style that they use on it at $60, so one's a little bit more expensive. 9-amp variable speed surfacing conditioning tool. I'm not sure, I think we mentioned that in the previous video, but I know for sure we went over the 2000 watt power station. And so a few items from Predator, Doyle, a bunch of sanding paper and stuff from Hercules. The Hercules die grinder, I think that's a great addition. The folding side available in new colors, and that's basically it as far as this updated Harbor Freight new tools that they've released. In the next Harbor Freight video, we should have some pretty interesting items. I've heard they're going to be releasing a few items that I think a lot of people are going to be interested in. So stay tuned to the channel for the next video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.